Greetings, people of Monday Quizotronical type persuasions, and welcome to Monday, the 23rd of September, 2024. Who would have thought in the heady old days of the 1990s, before Kurt Cobain shot himself, and when we were listening to groovy, cool music bands like Nirvana and Meat Puppets and Elastica and Sleeper and Hull and Babes in Toyland, which is a fantastic band, and obviously L7, who people might think, I've no idea who L7 are, but you would know who L7 are probably. They did a fantastic song called Shit List that was on the film Natural Born Killers, which I have to say in a quiet voice, Julie, we should watch Natural Born Killers. I don't think you've ever seen it, but yeah, it's a good film, good song. Where were I going with that? Yeah, who would have thought in the early mid 90s? I have to caveat that with those who were actually born at that point, because I think some people probably weren't. That we would make it to 2024 near the end of September. And we would be all sat here, all our lives have intertwined. So we've all come from different directions. Where, missus? And our lives have intertwined into a complex yet beautiful, like a complex, beautiful ball of wool. To find ourselves all here at this exact time on this exact day, watching this exact live stream. Well, I'm not watching it; I am it. And the first thing you are greeted with is Tony. Tony back in his disco days. There you go. So you're very welcome. And I'm assuming that the Tony fan club of Botswana are in attendance, as they most definitely are everywhere, not just on the stream, and that they will enjoy that. So thank you very much there for joining, and I hope you enjoyed that intro. And I'm going to crack on with the God, it's warm in here. Blooming heck. I've just turned eating down. I've turned it down. It's too blooming warm. Let's have a look at the comments and see who's actually turned up. So Matt, Alex, and Raymay all put comments there at 4. And in fact, Matt put comments there at 2:30 this afternoon. So hello, you three lovely people. And then I put a comment here at just 7:10. Barry's here, and he says, I have the day off after being arm twisted into working all weekend. That is a terrible situation to be in. I've booked him for some overtime this weekend. Like a fool. I don't know why I've done it. Only 2 hours. I'm just trying to save up a bit of pennies. Is there food-related quizzes tonight? Says Simon. We do like a good meal, especially if it's not ours. This is true. And I shall play your little video there, Simon, and then I'll tell you. Yes, there is. There is food-related quizzes tonight. 2 of them, in fact. And the reason for that is because I saw your comment earlier, and I thought, yeah, we haven't done a proper food quiz for a bit. So one of them will hopefully teach us something about food of the world. And I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, Food of Scotland, I think it was. So if Ross is watching, he'll be well in on it. So yeah, Scottish food, I think, is one. I'm not entirely certain how accurate that is. And the other one's Food of the World, I think. Dave is in. He says, how do, folks? And then he cleans again condensation off his window because he's been up to no good, I bet you. Simon's got the day off tomorrow, but he really needs a clear day with no rain and no humidity either, probably. Has enjoyed watching the storms, though. Amazing lightning on Saturday night. As if some of you don't know, Simon is currently is restoring too strong a word. Refurbishing. We'll say refurbishing. No, restoring's better. Restoring the back end of his car. Simone is saying, she says, "Well, hello there." Well, good morning. I mean, hello. Hello, people of the chat. And Timmy Whimsy Woo Woo's here, and he says, "Hi. I hope there was a cheesecake quiz." I actually didn't read that comment until I'd already found the other one, so I'll have to try and save that for another day. But I don't know what questions there can possibly be about cheesecake. There's not really that much to cheesecake, is there? But while we have Alex's comment highlighted, I'd like to play this little video that I did have a different version of this loaded up on the stream from a while ago. And then last week before the stream started, I went through and deleted some of the videos, and then I had to do another version and re-upload it for just this occasion. There you go. Get well soon, Alex. Alex is feeling a bit crap. So hope you feel better now. They've seen that massive sausage appear on the screen there. The meditative powers of the sausage image, along with that hard-hitting rock and roll riff, hopefully makes you feel a bit better. So there you go. Excuse me. James says, I want you to go out there and hit the pace car. What's that from? I don't know what that's from. And Timmy doesn't care what quiz it is. I don't blame you, Timmy. I don't blame you. I have put a little banner across bottom. Let me change that one. We'll put another one on there. Here we go. No food quizzes tonight, please, says Barry, and no slow reveals. Oops, out of luck there. I'm hungry, says a judge. She needs some milk. And then a goat picture, and then some moo juice, and then no, not bar juice. And then Alex puts nipple contents. So nobody's going to know what the hell these two are on about. Except maybe me. Let me see if I can work this thing. Hang on. Right, let me see if I can work this, and I'll be able to show you what the fudge they're on about. After I play this small video. Hopefully that will explain what's going to happen right now. Share a window. This one. Share. Oh, there we go. It's kind of working, isn't it? It's not. It's because it's in that funny, weird portrait mode. You can't really see it. And I'm also looking over there at microphones here. Let me take this with me a little bit. So, Judge and Alex have been having a discussion about cow's tits, basically. So Udjudge told Alex she couldn't find this special thing that's called "This Is Not Milk." And Alex says, "What is it? If it's not milk, is it Tizer?" It could be Tizer, but it's not. Udge wishes it was Tizer, but in some sort of oat milk that tastes better than other oat milks. I think I drink normal milk, but to mix it with oat milk occasionally in a coffee because Udge is weird. I used to love the oat milk in blue bottles, says Alex Oatly. But I can't remember, they changed their recipe or something and it started tasting crap. Now I just buy full fat moo juice. Full fat moo juice. Full fat moo juice is the best moo juice. If you're gonna have moo juice, full fat moo juice is the moo juice of choice. I buy myself full fat moo juice because a judge buys us Bob moo juice. And that's not moo juice from someone called Bob. That's because it's best of both. So it's like skimmed milk that tastes like semi-skimmed. It does, because I hate skimmed milk, and that's really good. But anyway, I digress. Moo juice, says Juju. Fresh from cows' danglies, says Alex. Imagine being the first person to look at udders on a cow and think, let's give this a tug. Oh, let me taste. I'm going to sell this to my mates. And then Udge talks about what they call it, that oat milk stuff. If they taste shit, I'll not try them. Let's stick to good old cow boob juice. Now, that was a random idea to come up with. She's referring to someone tasting milk for the first time, which I assume, like, if they see baby animals drink it, then it can't be that bad, can it? I mean, baby humans drink milk from a mom, so it's I guess the thing was, it's kind of similar. It's got to be the same thing, ish. I prefer young cow juice, says Alex. As they get older, their nipples are closer to the dirty ground. So Alex is she's already thinking about the This is another thing with Alex that that I noticed. She's got a mechanical mind, as Norma would say. She's always thinking about the physics and the engineering perspective of things. She's always got that working things out in her head going on. P.S. I never really thought of an udder as a nipple, says Alex. Thanks for ruining that vision. Judge thinks of everything as nipples, basically. And then Alex says Simon should read our chat out on the stream. Well, that's what happened. I'll show it to him in a sec, and the chat. I'm sure he'll love it, and the chat. We will never be able to look a cow in the eye again. I mean, I do off that one question that statement does bring up to me is, do you go around staring cows in the eye? I mean, I don't know what it's like around your areas. Not your areas, your area where you live. I'm sorry, but why the nipples so close to their crotch? It's not normal. Maybe that's gravity. When I said earlier, Alex, when I woke up and I said, why is everything gravity? Maybe that's what cows are feeling all the time. Then there's sad cow, and then there's a cow pole dancing. What these two are sharing, I've no idea. Excellent question here. Let me use my very serious face to reply. Well, just out of curiosity, says Alex, I googled goat udders and regretted it. I don't know why, but thinking about it, says a judge, a human booby person, also called woman, tends to hold her baby while the baby drinks on her boob. But the cow doesn't hold her baby because she's got weird arms. So I guess it doesn't matter where her boobs are as long as it's low enough for her kid to reach it. But yes, I'd have put further away from the butt just to reduce the smell. I mean, these are the greatest minds of our generation. And then Udge went off to Google what a goat's udder looks like. And then she says, I cannot unsee what I just saw. Yes, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Don't think I want to see it again. Me neither. They should put some sort of warning before showing it. I mean, to be perfectly honest, how do I close this? Why is it not closed? Stop sharing. There we go. I didn't find any particularly shocking pictures, unless that one that I just showed you on that video was a shocking picture. But yeah, it does look like if you have a pee and you would go, it just runs down your boobs, basically, which is odd. I don't know why God would design goats in such a way. Completely glossing over the fact that maybe God didn't design goats. Who knows? Anyway, so where did we get up to? Oh, where didn't we get up to? Oh, what did we get up to? Or what didn't we get up to? Oh, any other amount of these random questions? Oh, it's one of them days today. There's more sausage power for you there, Alex. How's Noodle? Asks Alex of Matt. Oh, that's Barry talking about his weekend working. Ivor Howard is here. Greetings, Ivor. And he says, MOT Friday, so I'm here tonight. MOT Friday, which is good because once it passes, that means Ivor can start earning some penskies again, which is good. Ivor, no pizza and we're all hungry. Typical. Oh, typical. I'm just going through a wee. Don't start without me. I don't know if we did start without him or not. I'm in the bath, says Alex. Not we in there. No, because you can't just wash it away then, can you? If you're in the bath and you're having a pee, you've got to actually sit in your own pee, which nobody wants, really, do they? Well, there'll be some people that actually do want that. But they're not the kind of people that we encourage to come onto our streams at all. I'm struggling to find... Where's that? Oh, there we go.
Do you find yourself in the shower, but also needing the loo?
Just do it. Let go.
Pee. You can just wash it away.
See, that was another public service announcement brought to you by Alex of Alex's Assets. Oh, my voice is going now. Pingu says, Matt, did you escape Count Botula Land and get home safely last night? Because, yes, Matt did a little live walking through the Matlock Illuminationes, which I think we possibly might be doing this week. Matt, so I'll give you a shout if we are, and we can meet up there if you want. Is this quiz live from Matlock? All the best content is, says Matt. Oh dear. It looked really peaceful, says Matt, over the river, but the noises from the woods were rather eerie. Yeah, you're kind of walking past trees and shizzle. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. I can't wait. I'm actually quite looking forward to that. Be a nice video. And I will film the fountains, Alex, to see if they do look better when you can't see them. A jolly big well. Hello there, all viewers and listeners. Oh, I've not played Rob's hello there thing, have I? Oh God, I'm so rubbish tonight. Here we go.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
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 Well, good morning. Hello.
Well.
Hello. Sorry, hello. I know you get upset if I don't say that. Well, hello there. Well, hello there. Hello. Hang on, I haven't said hello there yet. Well, hello there. 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 Hello. Good morning. Sorry, hello there. Hello.
Hello there. I'm going to fly through some of these comments because we've been doing for 20 minutes and I've only got up to comments from 8 o'clock. Bloody hell. Alex says, hello, Tony. Tony is there, as you can see. On my new camera, again, that's far better than using a phone because I don't have to mess about charging it and setting it up. And it's just sat there and it's got a nice picture, hasn't it? Oh, crikey. Emergency. I'll be back in a second. Dive. Oh, I didn't put my special lights on. Oh, Simon. Right then. Where are we? Oh, Rob's here and he says, well, hello there. What time's the kebab coming? I don't know. No, I wouldn't ask her if I were you. The Andersons are here. And they say, good evening, everyone. I had a mare of a day, started with a pancake tire. Did you have maple syrup on it? And waking the mister up at 4:45 a.m. to assist in his PJs. Well, at least it's getting better now because you can sit here and listen to me drivel on. Yeah, PJs. That's another. Right, PJs. Who wears pajamas in bed? What are people? This I know this is going to sound like a question from a different channel, but pajamas, are they a thing? Do people wear pajamas? I think the only time I wear pajamas is if I'm staying over at someone else's house, and I've only done that once in the past. When was the last time I stayed over at someone's house? It's pretty much when we go to France and when I went to Alex's. They're the only times I've worn pajamas because I don't like pajamas. I don't like it being in bed when you're wearing. But pajama bottoms aren't too bad, but they're still very warm. But a pajama top, I need the freedom. I obviously wear pants. I don't want to be naked in bed. That's weird. You don't know what's going to happen then. People can take advantage of you and all sorts. Oh, honestly. So that ramped up a bit, didn't it? On the great, well, hello there video, I think I recognize the other fellow, but who actually is it? His name is Jay, someone I know. He hasn't got a YouTube channel or anything. Well, now he is famous, Alex. He's the famous hello person from your material and my channel. Tractor, Dave. Yeah, Dave went to look at tractors. I've kind of missed his video premiere, so I'll have to go back and watch it. But yes, Dave went to the Great British Car Journey where it was tractors. Tractors Day. Tractors. I'd like a tractor. I'd have a little grey Fergie, but then I'd paint all sorts of flowers on it and stuff. So it'd be a little flowery Fergie. I was trying to think if there's a pun you can make on the name Ferguson. You could stick loads of black-eyed peas on it, I suppose. Becky and Glenn here. Hello there. Here you go. Let's have this. And they say, so excited for Rustival on Saturday. I think they mean Brushtival. So yeah, Brushtival incorporating Rustival too. So it's like Rustival's the headline. Brushtival's the headline. Sorry, Brushtival is a headline act, and then Rustival are like the support. Simon Pingu asks me, do you have a brush for cleaning your guitars? I do not have a guitar brush now. No, I don't. But that's a very astute thing to see there, Pingu. And maybe there's a hole in the market. Yeah, maybe there's a guitar brush hole in the market because if there were one I could reach without half destroying the room from your point of view might look exactly the same as it does normally, and that's good. That's what I wanted it to do. But the room from this angle onwards is full of bags and boxes because we've cleared space in the other room. I don't know whether how many of you people will remember the other room, because I used to do my streams from in there. We've cleared that out, so it's now a tranquil space for Julie's friend to sleep in. So remember, Alex, after this next week, when you want to come up and do your trip, everything's sorted. Yeah, I've got some boxes and bags. In fact, I need to go through a lot of these. Well, at least one of these bags and sort my stuff out for Saturday, so I don't get distracted and forget about it. Norman's in here. We've even got Norman here. You didn't know he came in a bag, did you? And we've got this in here as well, which I'd lost. Look. I'll show you these because these are interesting. Look, brushes. Oh yeah, I forgot I could take these. I like these drum brushes. They make everything sound like I know what I'm doing because I've got drum brushes. And in reality, I ain't got a freaking clue. So they're still in my practice bag from when we last actually had a band practice, which I'm sure were at least 6 months ago now. I'm sure it was. We need to get that sorted again for next year or something. Oh, band life. That was very calming, says Alex. Until sausage! Exactly. And that's kind of like, it's kind of like a bit of a metaphor for life, isn't it? Like, you're growing up and everything sort of with its childlike innocence and like, I don't know, things like that. Stop flashing so fast. Childlike innocence and watching TV cartoons on a Saturday or just playing with your Hot Wheels and all that kind of kiddie stuff, like walking into toy shops in town and stuff like that. And then you get to your later years and sausage takes over your life. Oh, Simone's got a little news update on TC. Sam, unfortunately, when I did my expensive fuel test, I had another look at the fuel pump. The diaphragm has failed, so expensive fuel is on the floor. That's a shame, but that kind of does explain why you've had trouble getting it to start pumping, doesn't it? It'll have been on its last legs for a bit. So that's kind of bad in a way because it's cost you some fuel. But in another way, it's good because you found an issue. So yeah, there you go. That's quite cool. That's another thing I like about older cars. Yeah, there are problems, but they tend to be easy fixes, generally, and easy fixes, and you give yourself a sense of achieving something. There's no sense of achievement from taking a car to a garage and unplugging it into a computer. That's not achieving anything. That's not using your mechanical mind. Dave Smith is here and he says, run. Well, run, Dave Smith. Right, we've got to half an hour. Let's just remember where we got up to on the comments. and we'll do a quiz. Now we already know that one person's not going to be happy about this quiz. Well, not really not happy, but it's not what they wanted to see. But unfortunately, it's not the quiz they want, but it's the quiz they need right now. Apparently, is the thing. Yeah, so this one's the world quiz, the world food quiz, and then we'll do the Scottish food quiz one later. Oh, I've got a tickly nose. Right then, let's share the screen or share it. Pow pow. I don't know why it's got this thing here. Oh, because it says Memphis Soul Stew. We're just waiting for players. This is already a bad idea because I was feeling hungry. Now we're doing a food quiz again. I have a trombone cleaning brush, says Mark. I use it to clear the soft top drain tubes on the MX-5. I was going to say I thought you were a trombone player there. And then I'm just going to put Simone's comment on the screen. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to treat Simone's joke here as I would treat Matt's jokes, which seem surprisingly lacking at the moment. There we go. Oh, we've got a few people joining. Oh, look, someone's been lurking. Says hello there. I've been lurking on stream. Please don't grass me up to Tony. I think you'll be all right. I don't think anybody will mind. Oh, and Ross is here. Maybe we should do we should have picked the Scottish food one. If you can hang around for rest at quiz, Ross, there's a Scottish food quiz coming up. I don't know whether I'd already said that off a quarter an hour ago. Judge says to Alex, we should demand money for providing entertaining content. Well, I don't like this new attitude, honestly. Blooming heck. And Alex says, haha, I can't believe he's reading it all out. Don't challenge me. Sterilized Stan the milkman. That's a good thing, actually. That is a good character idea. I'm pinching that one. That's more of a crankcases topic thing, isn't it? My one note needs tidying up, I'll tell you. Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are not sure, says Stephen S. Paul. Fly tip it. Oh. I don't know what that means, but it sounds weird. I mean, obviously, I preempted Matt's barrage of bad jokes earlier when I said there's not many bad jokes coming through. Someone says, can you imagine if the founder of Milk had looked at a cat and thought, the founder of Milk. I'm actually going to read this one out because this one is funny. If you download a movie in Jamaica illegally, I'll add, does that make you a pirate of the Caribbean? It probably does. Errol's here and he says, hello all. Bleaching a shower is very satisfying. And Matt is always up for a meet at Matlock, so we should sort that out one night this week, Mr. Matt, or sometime we'll let you know. Crikey, there's a lot of people on this quiz. Oh, and Dave Smith has gifted 5 Smashing Piston memberships. Thank you very much, Dave Smith. What can we do in celebration? We can. Oh, I can do this. Thank you very much, Dave Smith, for your 5 memberships. It is most generous of you in this most memorable day to share those memberships. One can only hope that the people that benefit from those memberships are good-hearted citizens. Thank you. There you go. It's not a real pipe, by the way, it's a pen. In fact, I should put that in my props thing. I'll put that on my Norman bike so I don't forget it. Excuse me. All right, then, we've got 18 folks. 18 folks on here. So let's get started. Otherwise, I'm going to be sat here for ages. So I'll go through the names. Six Sausage, Ivor Howard, Annoyingle, Zardoz, Gooseflesh, Pingu's Missus, the real Pingu, Moo, Tony's Brush, Sausage Sniffer, Brush My Udders, Pull the Udder One, Silly Sausage, Haggis Man, Basil Brush, Brush Master, Beef Curtains, and I don't know what. Something changed then. I don't know what it was. Scary Sausage went up there. Right then, got 19 folks in. Let's start. Let's see where we get up to. Oh, I should have started playing this one myself, shouldn't I? Never mind. Which nuts are used in the production of marzipan? Oh, I love marzipan. A lot of this is quite sickly. Almonds. Everybody got that apart from one person that put peanuts. Almonds. I look. My favourite cake for just having random cake is Battenberg. I love a good bit of Battenberg. I'm probably a bad bit of Battenberg as well. I'm just pouring myself a beer, by the way. I'm not that noise isn't me having a whiz. I don't know whether it's going to fit in this glass. It's not. Look at my cool glass. Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely. I do like a good glass. When we go to like antique places and that kind of thing, I'm always drawn to the glass things in there. Actually, there's a place down the road from us. Well, when I say down the road and round a corner, down another road, round another corner, called the Elsica Heritage Centre, and it's like a where I'll film it actually because I don't think I filmed anything down there. There's like a historic railway attached to it that isn't anything at the moment, but hopefully they can get that running up. And it's got like a mile of track. But anyway, that don't work anymore. It's not functioning. There's a stationary engine as well in one of the rooms where they do tours. But one of the things they do, because it's all about making stuff, it's on the site of an old factory. But one of the things that they do, there's a glass blowing course that you can do with like a few hours every evening or something. And I want to do that. That'd be really cool. Glass blowing. It's something. It looks so therapeutic. And glass is one of them weird materials, isn't it? When you heat it up, it's all gloopy, and then when it's hard, it's like super shattery. Ooh, glass, you little bugger. So moving on to question 2. What country has the national dish of poutine? Oh, this is a nice beer. Listen, you can hear me pouring it. I know you can't. The foam's kind of Oh, it would have fitted in the glass. Look. Yes, Canada. Udjudge and myself. In fact, let me rewind a tiny little bit. There is even in Sheffield. There used to be a big market in Sheffield. I can't blooming remember what the area was called now. Flip. Anyway, there was a big market in one part of Sheffield, which kind of, if the city centre's here, this was kind of like a bit out. It was on its way out to other places, so it weren't in the city centre. And they decided they were closing this big multi-leveled market thing and knocking that building down for whatever reason. I've no idea. And they built a new market, which is, I think it's smaller, but in the city centre. Anyway, this market in the city centre, it were like, I think it were within the first couple of years of opening, they were doing like events to get people to come in. And one of the events they did was a cheese festival. And then one of the vendors that was there was people selling poutine, which is a Canadian dish of chips, gravy, and that's, what do they call it? It's basically, I can't remember what they call it. It's like cheese, but it's not cheese. Bear with me. I need to know what they call it. It's like cheese curds. Well, that's the word that they're using on there. Cheese curds. And it's really nice. Yeah, it was really good. That was the whole point of the story. But anyway, the old market that they knocked down, I still can't remember what it was called. Underneath there's the foundations of like a manor house or a castle or something. So there was archaeologists that were digging around in there as well and finding like where the old walls and stuff used to be. And interesting fact, there's a band called Fire Garden, and their drummer Ashley is an archaeologist, and he was one of the people that was doing the archaeology down there. If you ever see Ashley, in fact, if you ever get a chance to see the band Fire Garden, I pretty much reckon, Alex, you'd love them because they're very rock proggy type. I think you'd like them. I can't think how to describe them. But yeah, if you ever see Ashley, he's quite small, quite chunky, really long hair, and he don't wear shoes when he's drumming. He's like a little hobbit drummer. It's fantastic, and he's bleeding good at it. Anyway, I digress. So after question 2, Brushmasters first, Beef Curtain second, the real Pingu is third, sausage Sniffer is fourth, and Goose Flesh is fifth. Moving on to question 3. Tom Yum is what type of Thai food? I don't know, but that looks really nice. That looks like Squidicles soup. I didn't know that. A lot of people did know that. I didn't know that. I've never been to a Thai restaurant. There was a restaurant that opened 2 or 3 years ago in town, in Sheffield. I keep forgetting I live in the boundary of Barnsley, so when I say town, I mean Sheffield, not Barnsley. What were I saying? Oh yeah, that was doing, when they opened, they had, I think it were 2 nights a week, everything was free. You didn't have to pay to try and get the name out there. Apparently they were really good. It was called Pad Thai, I think. The real Pingus moved into first. Moving on to question 4. Which food chain uses the slogan, "Eat fresh"? Oh, I think I know that one. Didn't they have some trouble with somebody that they had to change the slogan? Subway. Everybody apart from one person got that. Although, yeah, Domino's is kind of, their whole imagery is kind of fresh ingredients and stuff, isn't it? So I can see how the confusion would occur. Domino. Really Real Pingu's still winning. Moving on to question 5, which is like 5, but 5. Which country has the national dish of batufe? Ooh, even that looks nice. That looks like some sort of stew thing. I'm going to say Belgium. And it would be France. I am ashamed that I did not know that. And I don't think I've ever heard of that or ever even seen that. So I think I must go to the comments and ask Juju. Well, I'm not going to go to the comments. You have to qualify that answer there for us, or judge. Is that correct? I mean, it don't make any difference. That's what the quiz says it is. Oh, Dos Amigos has joined in. Moving on to question 6. Which Cadbury's chocolate bar is shaped like a frog? Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no, not this conversation again. Oh, we had this the other week. Oh, it brought out some very, very powerful opinions. Oh, dear. Oh, I hope we've not ignited that one again. Yes, it is the Freddo. Oh, tickly. Tickly, tickly. Have you seen this? Next week on Columbo. Columbo used to be on 5 USA pretty much from 9 o'clock Sunday morning till 7 o'clock Sunday evening. And me and our lass, we do love excuse me, we do love a bit of Columbo, and we used to put that on, and that used to be on our telly all the time. I'm sure it was Sunday, maybe it was Saturday as well. Anyway, but they've not done it for ages, so that means even though we've got the box set and we've seen every episode probably at least 10 times, we haven't really watched it for ages, and it feels like I'm missing an old friend. I hope they change it back again. It's like watching Everybody Loves... That's empty, Simon. It's like watching Everybody Loves Raymond in the morning. When they stopped putting that on telly every day, I was like, oh, I'm missing that. And King of Queens, for one obvious reason. I'm not telling you what it is. What type of foodstuff is mascarpone? Is it sugar, yogurt, cheese, or pasta? I want to know why your churros is a sad churros, Alex. I wonder what's going on there. I don't think anybody should be a sad churros. It is indeed cheese. I think that's the cheese that they use on tiramisu, if I'm not completely mistaken. Moving on to question 8. Which country has the national dish of nasi goreng? I think Japan, because of the egg thing. I mean, it's literally a guess. I'm just going on the egg, and I'll tell you the reason why in a second. I was wrong. I apologise. Very tenuous link, and obviously completely misleading. There's a character called Gudetama, and he is an egg, and I'm sure that's Japanese. In fact, let me find him. I'll show you. I had a key ringer him actually. I don't know what car it were on, but it were a big heavy key ring. Let me find some funny thing. Basically, he's an egg that's full of apathy, and I think it might be one or two of ours spirit animal. Let me. I can't share it. Can I? Remind me. I'll show you that afterwards. After we've done this quiz, remind me, and I'll show you. I'll show you Gudetama. In fact, I had a book, a Gudetama book. I don't know where I've put it. It's very good. maybe I should make some. Yes, I'm thinking in my head. Right, moving on. Show me that later. Where did we get up to? Wrong screen, Simon. Right. So it wasn't Japan. Oh, look, there's a lot of change into it. So we've got Brushmaster first, Scary Sausages second, the Real Pingu's moved down to third, Six Sausages moved up to fourth, and Goose Flesh has moved up to fifth. I need to do something with that camera and put it lower down because it feels like I'm staring at the sky looking up there. In fact, that shouldn't be too hard, should it, Simon? You could just put it there. Idiot. Right, I'll sort that out for next time. Question 9. Baba Ganoush is a dish made primarily from which vegetable? Oof. Oh, God, it looks like chickpeas, but is it? Yeah, I'm going to go for chickpeas. I was wrong there, weren't I? I mean, unless this picture's just completely throwing us off. But that looks like a gorgeous bit of bread, flatbread, doesn't it? Oh, flatbread. Urgh. I do love a bit of bread. Moving on to question 10. What type of fish is smoked to make a kipper? What? Mind blown. I thought a kipper was a type of fish. I'm going to say herring then. Yeah. That's weird because people say a smoked kipper. So surely that implies that you can have a non-smoked kipper, which led me to believe that that was a type of fish. Blooming heck. You learn something new every day. Well, I do anyway because I'm daft. Moving on to question 11, isn't it? Like, what country has a national dish of cuckoo and flying fish? But what the hell's that there? Flying fish. I'm going to say Barbados. That looks like something you'd have in Barbados. Not that I've ever been to Barbados. I was right though, it was Barbados. Go on, Goose Flesh. Go on! Moving up the order there like a trooper. Moving on to question 12. From which country does feta cheese originate? Oh, it's a good job we're talking about cheese, isn't it? Remember where feta cheese comes from? This is going to trigger a judge because there's a specific brand of feta cheese that she really likes, and Asda have stopped doing it. In fact, Asda have done this. They've done it to me as well. Asda had this soft cheese, only about that big, about that thick. It was the one I told you two guys about ages ago. It was really nice. It was like a stronger camembert, but not as strong as some soft cheeses are. And it did mature really well. And they've not done it for months. Asda's getting a bit rubbish like that. It used to be Asda had loads of choice. And now it seems to have got less choice. And Tesco's has got more choice. But the Tesco's we go to is smaller. Maybe we need to start going to Morrison's or Judge and just put up with a zombie-type clientele. I don't know whether it's just our Morrison's, but it's like you walk around our Morrison's and it's just everybody's, excuse me, so slow. I've got a screw. Look. Yeah, everybody's so slow and just pondery and just move out of the way. I'm triggering myself, aren't I? Which country has a national dish of Stampot? Oh, that looks German. That looks German too. Oh, that could be Austria. That's got to be German, isn't it? Let's go for German. Germany even. Oh, Holland. This is a good quiz if you want to learn about food from around the world. And also, if you want to show how daft I am and how uneducated I am. Which country has a national dish of Peking duck? Oh, I know some. Oh no, I don't know something about that. That's got to be good old China, hasn't it? Oh, I do love a good duck. There is some vegan duck at Asda, but I've never been, and I've never had the courage. I've never had the courage to buy it and try it, because I just don't think it can. I just don't think it can match real duck. Oh, real Pingu's moving up. Goose flesh is moving up as well. Moving on to question 15. It's a marathon, this one, isn't it? I do apologise. Which country has a national dish of haggis? Now, that doesn't look like haggis. Look how quick everybody got that. But that doesn't look like haggis to me. I thought haggis had to be in some sort of casing. Maybe I'm wrong. Ross can tell us. Moving on to question 16. It's considered one of the most noble of questions. What is Paddington Bear's favourite food? Yes! It's obviously a doner kebab with chili sauce. Oh, it's marmalade. Not a doner kebab with chili sauce. Oh, real Pingu didn't get that. Moving on to question 17. Pavlova is a famous dessert named after a Russian ballerina. What was her first name? I didn't know that. I'm going to say Anna. Wow. Ooh, it's all change again. Moving on to question number 18. Which country has a national dish of Wiener Schnitzel? Oh, that's got to be Austria. What is a schnitzel? It looks like it's fried. And what's that red stuff? It is Austria. That looks like some sort of currant jelly, a chunk of lemon, some new potatoes. But this thing, schnitzel. I mean, Wiener. Yeah. It looks nice. I mean, again, probably as soon as I start having a beer or a glass of wine and then doing a food quiz, it's a bad start. You know it's not going to end well. That's why I brought a packet of crisps upstairs with me. What food is also sometimes called love apple? What? What the hell's that? I love apple. Just what the fuck? I have literally never heard that. Like 8 people have got it right. 7 people put pepper. 1 person put lime. Nobody put courgette. But what the flip? Like, I have never heard that. I am years old right now, and I have never heard a tomato referred to as a love apple. If anybody ever said, if I was in, Jesus. If I was in Asda, at the pizza counter, and the woman says, "Do you want love apple on your pizza?" I'd say, "Thank you very much for the offer, love, but I'm married, so no, thank you. I'll have to decline this time." I don't get this one. This is one I definitely don't get. But obviously, eight of you randy people know what a love apple is. And one of them isn't really a real Pingu. Moving on to question 20. I hope this isn't about dildos or something. Which country is the world's largest producer of tea? Which country is the world's largest producer of tea? I'm going to say China. And I would be correct. I only said that because of the phrase all the tea in China. So, for example, I wouldn't sleep with her for all the tea in China. That kind of phrase. Question 21. Which country has the national dish of ackee and saltfish? Now, that's going to be somewhere where they salt the fish to preserve it. I'm going to say Hawaii. Jamaica. A lot of people are getting these right, and I'm thinking, where does that knowledge come from? I don't know about these. Do people read books? Because I don't read books. I'm trying to think if that's a lie. The last book I read from start to finish was the Adrian Newey autobiography. What's it called? Is it called Building a Race Car? Yeah, and that's an interesting book, actually. In fact, if anybody's coming to Rustyville and wants to borrow that book, let me know and I'll bring it to. In fact, I should do that. I should take some books to Rustyville, and if anybody wants them, they can have them. Not that one though. You can borrow it, but I want that one back because my dad bought it me for my birthday or something. But I've got other books that I never read, so maybe we should do like a book swap thing. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Rustyville's turning into a right hive of activity. There's sticker swaps, there's book swaps, there's Brushtyville, obviously. Maybe next time, Ernest, we do Booktyville, where people can get booked. Question 22. What dessert is also sometimes called Tuscan trifle? I mean, to me, that looks like pavlova, but it can't be. It must be biscotti. Tiramisu. That is not tiramisu. That's not tiramisu. Surely that's not tiramisu. I'm not entirely convinced with that one. I demand a recount. Unless they're just throwing us with photos that aren't anything to do with it. Which, if they are, is quite freaking rude. So, 22 questions in. Brushmaster is first, Toenails is second, Gooseflesh is third, Dos Amigos. Oh, is that from Breaking Bad? Is fourth. I've just realised that. And Real Pingu is fifth. Come on, Pingu. In which decade was sliced bread first sold in the UK? Oh, 40s. It's got to be 40s. It's got to be. Or 50s. I'm going to say 50s. I'm changing my mind. '30s. Bloody hell. Rubbish. Real Pingu's moving up. Penultimate question. Which country has the national dish of goulash? Oh, yeah, I know this one. Hungary, exactly. I've just seen on my OneNote, Juju, maybe there's a little tour that we can give your friend. It's sex shops of the A1. I forgot about that idea. Documenting, starting at the top-ish of the A1 and driving down and stopping at all the sex shops on the way down. We'd have to count how many there is. So after the penultimate question, we have Brushmaster first, Toenail second, Gooseflesh third, the Real Pingu is fourth, and Haggisman is fifth. Now then, any one of those top 5 can win this. And these are quite high scores. If you think there's 1,000 points, per question. So the highest amount of points we've had so far that could have possibly have been gotten is 24,000. 19.5 is quite high, isn't it? Yeah. That is quite good. So it's all to play for. Final question. Elegant Lady is a type of which fruit? Oh, it's got to be an apple, surely. Or it could be a pear, actually. They give them weird names, don't they? Oh. And it does sound like a peach. It is a peach. Random. So, in third place, we have the Real Pingu. Well done, Mr. Real Pingu. Second place, we have Toenails. Moved on to number 2. And in first place, we have Brushmaster. Well done, Brushmaster. And then Goose. Oh, it's disappeared now anyway. I can't show you. Haggis Man was 5th. Well, that was interesting. Let's whiz through some of these comments now. See what I've missed. I do wear a kind of lounge suit type thing in the winter. Oh, we're talking about pajamas. I have a dressing gown, but I'd never sleep in anything. I wear PJs on an evening, but do not sleep in them. I have a nightie. Yeah, you see, this is weird. This weird thing. Simon, I think you had PJs on here. I had pajama bottoms and a t-shirt. But did I sleep in them? I mean, maybe Alex had got a camera set up in that room and she was watching what I was doing, and that's why she knows I was sleeping in pajamas. Get undressed to get dressed again. That's too much effort for me. I sleep in my boxers. Oh, and Becky and Glyn have sent a super sticker of £4.99. Most appreciated. Thank you, Squire. That's very nice of you. And it'll be nice to catch up on I keep thinking Sunday, on Saturday, and sort some stuff out for you guys. Dave Smith says, every night, crotchlessly take pajamas for him. And Ross is in his tartan pajamas as we speak. This is a good topic, isn't it, pajamas? I wear pajamas if I'm loading on the sofa. I think he means lounging, because if he does mean loading, I don't want to go into that. Or staying somewhere where I'll be getting up for a brekkie but not in bed. Too uncomfortable. Birthday suit for the win. I sense Smashing Pistons pajamas being added to the merch. I bet not even Merch King Hubnut Nubhut has one. The thought of that. I'm gonna add it. Now I've got a newfound it's not really a skill, is it? Now I've started printing and putting stuff on t-shirts and stuff. I can put my logo on anything. In fact, let me go and fetch one of the t-shirts. I'll put a small video on, and I'll try and get there and back before the video ends with one of the branded things I've done.
Do you remember when you had friends? When people would call you on the telephone? When you'd be invited out to the pub or even to the cinema? Well, not anymore. You're a Rover person now. Relax. On your own. It's a Rover.
From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls, I feel like life is on hold. Perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall?
Here we go. Oh, the lights kind of make it a bit. In fact, There we go. So this was one of this is the hoodie I've done for Saturday. And I've done it in like separate colours and stuff. So it was kind of, I mean, you can't really tell what colours they are on this stream because I've got loads of random lights going on. But yeah, I've managed to ignore that bit. That bit didn't stick very well. But I've figured out a technique of making it work better now. So I can do like really random things like that. And then I've also got ones that are just the logo on there. Let me hold that back up. Somewhere where you might be able to still see it if you want to have a look. Yeah, you can't really see it there, can you? Because I'm in front of it. Never mind. There you go. So yeah, I can now print. Well, it's basically cutting out sticky vinyl that you iron on. So it's like iron-on transfers onto merchandise and stuff. So yeah, the possibilities are endless, as they would say. Where did we get up to? I find it weird that Raimi, and you apparently wear pants in bed. I can't stand the pants on in bed. Maybe it's a man thing. Simon's in his PJs already. Well, there you go. If someone was going to take advantage of me in bed, they would have to break in without me hearing. No Fergie and Prince Andrew puns. Too risky. Becky and Glyn. I don't know which one. It could be either. Could be both. Love my PJs. Got my Gizmo ones on now. Yeah, Alex party at home. That'd be cool. It would be cool. We'll arrange it. Oh, never seen drum brushes. Oh, there you go. You must all remember that as soon as you start asking me about music-y stuff, so I'm going to start going off on one. Oh, I've dropped one. Here we go. Yeah, so these are cheapy ones. So they're a shaft. I mean, you can tell they're cheap. It says Stag on them, but they're just lots of nylon bristles, basically. So the further up you roll this little band, I think the idea is you have them all the way to the top, and they're quite flexible. If you imagine, it's just like a jazz thing, really, isn't it? But you can roll it further down, and you get a lesser. So yeah, there is a bit of techniques to them. You can't really play loud, so they're good for like ballady stuff where you want like to get that different noise. Or if you're using them on hi hats and rides and stuff, you can kind of get that nice washy sound on them. But generally, if I'm using them, it's either when we're jamming something, or I have to have these set just on top of bass drum, so I can switch over for different sections. So there you go. Yeah, I'm not a drummer really. I just play and mess about. But yeah, it's interesting using different stuff like that. And the Andersons have sent £5. Thank you very much, guys. What can we do? Well, we can have Tony sing a little song for you. Are you ready? In fact, I'll put some music on for Tony to sing along to. Bear with me. Let's find some. Here we go. He's not really getting into it, is he? No, we'll have to try and think of something else that we can do when people donate. But yes, thank you very much for your donation. And Tony, you should really put more effort into these sort of things. I will bring me PJ, says Alex. All I know about food is you eat it. I'll sit it out with this. Am I really reading things from 45 minutes ago now? Crikey, O'Reilly. Right. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to do the Scottish food quiz and then I'm going to blast the comments afterwards. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's. Where's it gone? Here we go. I think this is going to be the best quiz, Ross, to be honest. Again, I'm not saying it's going to be 100% genuine. I stand is Hancock's half hour. Oh, I've not seen that for years. Sterilized Stan was a Larry Grayson character, like Pop It in Pete the Postman. I keep thinking one week I'll make a mistake with the quiz number and end up doing a completely different quiz. Gaz on a Trikes here, and he says, I just got here. Evening all. Evening, Gaz. Hope you're doing well. Dave Smith says, I am Zordoz. I am Brian, and so is my wife. Can't afford a beer. This is. I assume this is because your car's stopping you from earning a crust. I'm drinking from my favourite glass right now. I've had it since 1988. Crikey, that is an old one. I'm trying to think. I know my dad's got like 2 or 3 Canberra like beer festival glasses, and I think they're from the 80s, but I can't remember what year. I thought it might have been 90s actually. Matt says, hang on, let me just. Okay. I don't know whether that's a joke or whether it's anything else. You'll be sweating like a glass blower's ass. Probably. My mate was the memorial mason that was at Elsica till he wasn't. Oh, there you go. Did you say last blowing class? Castle Market, that's it. Why could I not remember that? Especially when I said it was on top of a castle. What an idiot. Chips and gravy. There must be a north in Canada. Udge agrees, Fire Garden are awesome. Kids are completely consumed by the human digestive system. I know this because I've heard of people passing away, but never occurred. Awful, Matt. Awful. Do you get these jokes in Matlock? Oh, Matt. I keep my jokes in a box with a Matt's lock. Franz surely eats snails and that. And Udge confirms pot au feu is indeed French. They have a coffee in Churro's van at Matlock Illuminations. Oh, that's good. Oh, Matt sent me a link for some dates. That's good. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Now that, if anybody doesn't know, oh God, I can't remember what the character's name is. It's from Red Dwarf. It's like the nemesis of Rimmer. It's like the alternative Rimmer, I think. Like if he'd passed his pilot's test first time or something. Ace Rimmer, that's it. Matt says, and here comes a food chat. Bet he's wanting a kebab by 9:15. I hope so, Matt, says Udge. I'm starving. Oh, shoo. We get haggis in a tin and microwave it. Great on jacket spuds. I thought that octopus red waving thing was part of the message. Schnitzel is a flattened breaded pork. It does look very nice. Schnitty is what we call them here, staple diet of the Aussie. I'm crap at this quiz, says Simone. Yeah, me too. Me too. It very well could be Dick Dastardly. It very well could be. We could meet up at Pulse and Cocktails. Good quiz, says Simon. Thank you. Ross is inviting people if they want a brew, and Alex has said yes, please, Mr. Dinosaur. Pingu was sabotaged by the missus, and Tony joins in. Typical Tony. Smashing Pistons boxer shorts. Now there's a thought. And Ivor is off. Speak soon, Ivor. Have a good one. Crankcase's nightgown and hat. Oh dear. Someone should clip that bit where he said he dropped one. I thought drum brushes were usually metal. I assume there's different ones because the other ones I've seen have been bamboo. Raimi says, did Tony get stage fright? I think he did, Raimi. I think he did. Right, let's have a look at this quiz before we move on. Where did we get to? About 9:15 were the comments. So, we've got banana in PJs, banana in pajamas, meh, annoy you, Iron Brew Pingu, P-Take, Father McFeely, not me, him, it's not a Freddo, PJ Party, Haggis Man, Cremate, Mike and Angelo. You hungry yet? I am hungry now. And don't. I really shouldn't. I've got Crips. I'm going to eat at Crips. Scottish food quiz. Question 1. That looks like a steamed pudding to me. A boiled dried fruit-based dessert. Okay. Moving on to question 2. You feel like you've got a cold coming on. You need a hot toddy. What goes in it? Oh. It's got to be yellow for that one, hasn't it? Yeah. Oh, I find, that sounds quite nice, actually. That's what you should be on, Alex. Moving on to question 3. I didn't even know that was a thing. There we go. I would not have a clue. I've never even heard of any of them places. Timmy's moved up the ranking there. Well done, Timmy. Lanfrauch is a wonderfully tasty Scottish ale made from which plant? Oh, it's got to be thistle. It can't be anything. Oh, it could be heather, couldn't it? I'm going to say thistle. Oh, it's heather. Okay. Scotland is one of them places that's on mine and Udjudge's go-to list. Scotland, Iceland, Japan. I'd like to go to Americas again. When will you traditionally eat a festy cock while in Scotland? Depends how much you paid. Midsummer's Eve. Shrove Tuesday. Okay. Well, that shall forever be now known as Cock Tuesday. Question 6. What are stovies? Oh, they're like bread cakes, aren't they? I'm sure they are. Oh. A delicious potato-based stew. Okay. Moving on to question 7. The country's largest exporter of food is Walker's. What iconic item do Walker's produce? Indeed, shortbread. I was going to say tea cakes, but that's Tunnocks. I'm whizzing through this one now. Moving on to question 8. Because I didn't realise there were 30 questions. What's normally around a haggis? A sheep's stomach, apparently. Moving on to question 9. What a confusing question. Cullen skink is a fairly well-known traditional Scottish soup. What is the main ingredient of the soup Parton Brie? Crab. Yay. Kind of looked crabby, didn't it? Oh, look at that bread. Why do I get more excited about the bread on these pictures than the actual thing? Moving on to question 10. You fancy 11s. Which biscuit do you choose to go with your cup of tea? Yo, it's a Tunnocks tea cake, obviously. I mean, in that picture, it looks massive. They're not that big. Not the ones I've seen, anyway. In fact, I just need to do a bit of a Google. Well, that didn't play out as I expected it. Or maybe it did. Maybe it did. Hang on. Right. World's biggest Tunnocks tea cake is up for auction. This was in 2014. Oh. It wasn't a real Tunnocks tea cake. It's just a costume they used for the opening of some Commonwealth Games. Well, that's not worth saving for later, so we'll ignore that. Where did we go up to? Tunnocks tea cake. Position stay static. Question 11's coming up. You're in charge of taking the pudding to a dinner party. What would you not take? So basically, which of them aren't puddings? I think black bun. Oh. Hodgepodge. And maybe that's like Bubble and Squeak or something. Moving on to question 12. What shape is a lawn sausage? Square. I'm assuming that's it on that picture there. Square. And I'm sure I've seen that on... I don't know what I've seen it on. I'm sure I've seen it on something. Question 13. It's Burns night and you've got your haggis ready, but which two vegetables should you have it with? Neeps and tatties. There we go. Question 14. What kind of dish is Cullen skink? Haven't we just had this? It's a soup. Soup. I'm going to take a small break here after the next question. Which of these types of pasta is associated with a variety of Scottish pie? I'd say macaroni. Macaroni. I can hear a cat. Stop eating plastic, you loon. Okay. Blooming cats. Cookie's got this thing where she'll just chew plastic bags for no reason. I mean, there must be a reason. I think the reason is love. Where did we get up to? That was question 15. So I will stay at this point. Oh, Judge, if you think about it and you still want to order some foodage, I will quite happily have a doner kebab with chili sauce and salad. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying that I want you to order it, but if you feel that if you think about it and you feel that you should order food, then that's what I will have. We will now continue with the quiz, or should we read some comments? Let's read some comments. Oh, there's not that many. I thought there were loads more than that. I'm about to embarrass myself with this quiz, says Ross. What's this one about, says Gaz. It's about Scottish food. I'm rubbish, says Tim, ain't near mind. I'm getting hungry again, says Simon. Well, rightfully so, to be honest. Right then, let's crack on with quiz. Question 16, coming in your face. According to everyone, what is Iron Brew made from? Girders. It does look like rusty metal. Question 18. In England, leftovers from a roast dinner are made into Bubble and Squeak. What is the Scottish equivalent? Wow. Rumbled thumps. I thought Bubble and Squeak was just cabbage and potato. This looks like it's got cheese in it and stuff. Oh, PJ Party's moving up. Question 18. Traditionally from Orkney, Which dish is made from mashed tatties, swede chives, and butter? We've just had that same thing, haven't we? So I think that's that rumbledy thumps. The Scottish have got some really cool words. I wish I'd lived in Scotland. I could even cope with the rain if it's clap shot. I could even cope with the rain if it's a continuous thing. This looks like they've got some really nice meals as well. All very comforting. But where do they stand on the pineapple on a pizza front? That's what I want to know. Which of these can you not get battered at your local chip shop? You can get anything battered: a pizza slice, a Freddo, or a steak. You can get anything battered, and rightly so. I can't think of a food that's not improved by dipping it in some sort of floury crispiness and deep frying it. Moving on to question 20. Which of these is not a Scottish cheese? I didn't even know there were Scottish cheeses. I'll say kebab. I was incorrect. Moving on to question 21. Bit of a marathon, this one, isn't it? Whiskey is Scotland's national drink, but which non-alcoholic beverage is often called their other national drink? Iron brew. No change at the top. Question 22. What is this? Oh. I'm going to say a bridie. Don't know why. It just looked like a more Scottishy type word. Oh, crikey. Question 23. There's lots of questions on this. Which is the odd one out? Tea cake, snowball, caramel log, macaroon. Caramel log. All the other ones are Scottish. Oh. I don't know what the question is then. I don't know what the question is. Moving on to question 24. Everybody's doing quite well. Well, I say that. What is clapshot traditionally eaten with? What the hell's thistle bread? I want to say stovies. Haggis. Okay, there we go. Haggis and clapshot. Okay. Not me, him. Question 25. One's very popular in their Hebrides and northern Scotland. What is the main ingredient of crappit heed? Oh dear. That don't look very appetising to me. Haddock. Oh, that's cod. Okay. I think herrings are smaller, aren't they? Although no, he said herrings were a kipper, so they can't be small. Question 26. Complete the line from the ode to a haggis. Far, fair far, your honest sounds face. Yellow. Is that a Robbie Burns poem? Father McFeely running up in first place there. The king of Scottish desserts, Cranacum, typically consists of cream, oats, honey, whiskey, and which fruit? It's got to be raspberries. I apologise about the noise. Or do I? Yes, I do. Ooh, a little bit of movement there. Stays quite close. Considering we've had a possible 27,000 points, we're getting like half. People are getting half of them right, or them right in half the allocated time. This dish is a legacy of the French influence on Scottish cuisine. What is the Scottish name for it? Now, I don't know, because that feisty cock thing, it's obviously, the picture from before was a biscuit looking thing. How towdy. Okay. I mean, what is it? It just looks like a roast chicken. Oh, roast chicken with fried eggs and some sort of weird. Again, them French, they're all a bit odd anyway, aren't they, really? Oh, so I'll do a rundown after 29. Skirley. I'm just going to say that one because it sounds again more like a Scottish thing. Hey, totally going on word sound there. So, after the penultimate question, excuse me, Father McFeely is first, PJ Party is second, Mike and Angelo, is third. It's not a Freddo is fourth, and P-Take is fifth. So, this will be the final question. Father McFeely's won it. Everybody else can change position, but I think Father McFeely's won it. This round pie is about 10 centimetres inside. It's cooked without tin. What meat is traditionally used for the filling? I'm going to say mutton. Mutton it was. So let's have a look who's the winner there. And then we have to ask Ross to tell us what his name was on it. In third place, P-Take. Second place, PJ Party. And in first place, we have Father McFeely. There you go. Well played, guys. I found that very difficult, but also very interesting because it makes me want to go to Scotland more now to try all these nice looking comforty type foods. They all seem very, very like comfort food, like hot, stodgy niceness. Yeah, I like that. I liked that. What are we getting up to here? Right, let's do let's read some more comments on there. Eating of the crips is making me hungry. Apologies. What is this quiz? All Scottish food. How the hell did I get second? Because you have got some sort of pre-wired brain for Scottish food there, Alex. Oh, I was going to ask Rob as well. Rob made a commitment. In fact, I'll read you what he said. When I load it up, bear with me. Old creaky phone's having problems. My phone's slowing down now. It's ridiculous. Who's on this one? So Mr. Rob said, I'm determined not to watch any of Simon's stream in bed, so I make it all the way through tonight's. And my response was, I'd hoped it had been I hoped I had that effect on the ladies, but I'll take it as a compliment, Rob. There you go. That was worth reading, weren't it? 9th. Ross was 9th. I only know about spag bol and kebabs. Mark says, very interesting quiz. We went to Scotland in August and obviously had no Scottish food. Oh, I do really enjoy Rumble the Thumps from Sainsbury's. So that's one shop we never do our shopping at, Sainsbury's. I'm going to have to look out for these Scottish things now. Because I've really not seen, like, other than haggis, but it's not real haggis, is it? I think the ones we'll have to have a look. Obviously, Udge ain't going to eat most of it anyway. I'm not compatible with Scottish food, says Pingu. I imagine there's a few folks that aren't. But anyway, yes, sir. One of the things that I said to remind me is, let me show you Gouda-Tama. Here we go. So Gouda-Tama is this little, is an egg. And he's just not very, he's not very capable, sir. He quite often has these sorts of moments like, oh, seriously, I can't. And this one, meh. But there's also, what other ones is there? There's some random little things you can get, like there he is. There he is going to sleep underneath a rasher of bacon. Oh, you can't see it. Here he is going to sleep under a rasher of bacon. Whatever. He's just nonplussed. There is some other cool stuff as well. But he's got quite a big sort of following thing in Japan. Oh, that's cool. There's apparently a film being made. I'm sure I remember reading about that. What else was there about him? Yeah, there's just loads of random bits and pieces. He's quite the little character. But yeah, I've got a book. So if I find the book out, I'll try and remember. The Anderson say, "Oh, that's Scottish heritage, and we come forth. I like eating, not so much a connoisseur. I know what you mean. I love the veggie haggis. You can. Oh, we'll have to try that, Udge. I didn't realise there'd be a veggie one. The best local haggis is from Waitrose. I think the Iron Brew has kicked in." And Udge says, "I didn't know they did veggie haggis. I'm interested." Mark says, Sainsbury's near us is a nightmare. Car park full of huge 4x4s and shop is full of coffin dodgers and very slow till staff. That's awful. Alex says to Udge, I normally only find it in January for Burns Night. That gives us a reason to celebrate, well, to enjoy New Year's Eve. So that's Burns Night, right? No cheesecake night, just croissants. Check Pingu out. Having croissants at night. Crikey. Simone's getting hungry now. This is the power of the quiz. I'll have to try and remember not to do food ones in future because it makes people hungry. I had an Eccles cake. How did you find it, Alex? Eccles cakes to me are quite messy. It's flaky pastry filled with like raisins and stuff, isn't it? They taste really nice. Here's a statement. There's not a pastry type. Am I going to be able to back this up? If you put an Eccles cake in a dish or a bowl and added hot custard onto it, that makes it better. Is there any pastry type things like that that aren't made better by adding hot custard? In fact, just custard on its own is nice. Becky and Glyn are off. Take care. See you on Saturday for Brushdival. Last time we went to Scotland, we managed to find the only chip shop that didn't sell deep fried Mars bars. I love Eccles cake, says Simone. You should do. Next Monday, we need to have dinner just before the live. This is true. We made the mistake today of... Well, actually, we had dinner quite a while ago, didn't we? What time were it? Were it like 2? So yeah, we basically I finished work at 10:30, and then we got home. I had a cup of tea, and then we went to Asda. Then we had an Asda pizza when we got back, and then I fell asleep for a couple of hours. And then woke up at about 6. Yeah, so we hadn't really had dinner. Simon, I just open my mouth and eat. You must breathe in slightly as eating to suck in the crumbs. Yes. Oh, you can just spread the crumbs everywhere. Easier. I start my welding course tomorrow night, says Simone. That's good. It's good that they've put that welding course on a Tuesday, as to not interfere with the Monday Night Live. I like that. I hope it goes well as well, Simone. I think you're the kind of person that'll be able to take to it like that. Mrs. Pingo is now hooked on it, Smashing Pistons quizzes. Good. Oh, and Simone says she's going to vlog the welding course. That's quite cool. Careful you don't ruin your camera lens with bits flying off onto it. But yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be a good series, that, Simone. Well played. Well, it is 7 minutes to 10 o'clock, which is our traditional leaving time. I suppose it is. Yeah. I'm trying to think what subjects I'd got lined up. I can get rid of that Gudetama page. We don't need that anymore. And there was that world's largest tunnocks thing, but that was a waste. Go others. I don't need that tab anymore. I cracked my phone screen with a tiny piece of weld. So you have to be careful. You have to be really careful. Yeah, the welding thing would be quite useful. As I've mentioned, I quite fancy a Volkswagen Beetle, so I would assume that learning how to weld would be quite useful for that kind of vehicle. Yes, I'm hoping that becomes a reality in the first half of next year. I quite fancy that. And then in theory, I'd have the Beetle for doing closer-ish type random events and stuff, and pottering about. And then I'd still have Gen Z for doing the ones where it's motorway munching for a while. Because it's astonishing how when's Gen Z 97? Yeah, so like 25, 23 years old car-ish. Still capable motorway muncher. I mean, a Beetle might be. I don't know. I've only ever had camper vans and they were crap on motorway. Well, pretty much crap everywhere. Volkswagen camper vans. They don't do very well on twisty roads. They don't do very well on motorways. They do stand in there looking nice pretty well, but everything else is a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, that's my plan for next year. So yeah, teaching myself or being taught how to weld might come in useful for those heater channels and something else that goes a bit wobbly on them. Well, hello there. Well done, Ross. And Alex says, good night all. See you all with them brushes out soon. Exactly. See those coming at Brush Devil? Yeah, indeed. Indeed. I cracked Simon's tablet screen with the power of silliness and he won't let me forget it. This is true. This is true. Ujudge did. I had a tablet once. I've only ever had one. And I thought it was really good. I'll tell you how long ago it was. It was when you could get Love Film was a streaming service before it became Netflix or whatever. And Ujudge cracked it. She put it in a bag. And then when we got to Julie's parents, all the screen were cracked. So there you go. Smashing Pistons phone case stickers available exclusively at Brush Devil. Oh, maybe. Oh, did I find VW Coca? I think I'm already subscribed to that one somehow. Impreza engine transplant into a Beetle. You know what? That is a thing. That is a thing. I do kind of like it to keep it. My ideal Beetle would be to find one that the floor and everything's solid and the bodywork's a bit shit, and then I could do that. So there we go. Yeah, let's call it a day there. 3 minutes early for a change, but that's good because I'm hungry and I'm sure Ujudge is needing me to answer some questions for us. So again, thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure as always. I'll play you out with a specific Pikelet type video. Yes, and I'll still see people on Saturday. People seem to be meeting up at different parts at different times. So there'll be a few of us getting there in a group and a few of us getting there in another group. But we shall all be there. And yeah, if people come and see us, come and find us out. Yes, there we go. So take care, everybody, and I shall see you. Oh, I've lost that film again. Oh, there it is. I shall see you on the flip side. The 5 flips. Bye.
It's not crumpet.
It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet.
It's not crumpet.
It's not crumpet.
This has been a broadcast on behalf of the This Is Not a Crumpet organisation of Great Britain. Remember, if it's not a crumpet, it's a pikelet. And if it's not a pikelet, it's probably a crumpet.
It's not crumpet.